trouble understanding some of the questions in the N400 application? During the citizenship interview, the USCIS officer might test your English ability by going through your N400 application. And it's important for you to understand the meaning of the questions on the N400 application, especially the ones in Part 12. Today, we'll share with you the questions that are often asked by USCIS officers based on the actual applicant's experiences. And we will also go over each question and explain some of the terms. So are you ready? Let's do it. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
It means, have you ever tell someone that you are citizen when you are not?
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
It means, have you ever signed up to vote in any elections?
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
It means, did you ever choose a new leader in a U.S. election?
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
It means that you cannot take care of yourself. You live in special place or hospital for crazy people.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
It means a tax is in your name that you didn't pay past the billing date.
What does owe taxes mean?
It means you have not paid taxes. You still need to pay.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
It means, have you ever not submitted your income tax forms to the government since you became a permanent resident?
What is file a tax return?
Send tax paperwork to the government.
Have you been a member of or in any way associated with a terrorist organization?
It means a group of people who do violence for political or religious purposes.
Were you ever a part of any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
It means, are you part of group that try to harm people with gun?
What does weapon mean?
It means something that you use to hurt people like a gun or knife.
What does threaten mean?
It means say you will hurt or kill someone.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person?
It means, have you ever give or sell gun or knife to any person?
Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense?
It means you were found guilty of doing something illegal?
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
It means someone who drink too much alcohol every day.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
It means fail to take care of your children or something you need to give your ex-husband or ex-wife, like money.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
It means someone who have sex for money.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
It means, have you ever broken the law, helped someone break the law, or tried to break the law that you did not go to the jail for?
Were you ever involving in any way with forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations?
It means make someone do something they do not want to do, like have sex, rape.
Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics?
It means have you ever sell or bring drug, like heroin, cocaine?
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in prison or jail?
It means people break the law, stay here.
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with any totalitarian party?
It means the government has complete control over everything, and the people have no power.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
It means have you ever to play game for money and not pay tax?
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
It means have you ever lied to get benefits such as food stamp, Medicaid, SSI, welfare in the United States?
Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
It means to try to hurt someone badly because of their group, like skin color, age, sex.
Were you ever involved in any way with genocide?
It means killing a group of people because of race, religion, or culture.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
It means, have you ever married someone to become a U.S. citizen?
Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled?
It means, have you ever given a delayed punishment reported to an officer regularly instead of jail time, or allowed to leave prison early?
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with the Communist Party?
It means that's a government like China, Cuba, or North Korea.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
It means, have you ever given fake documents to the U.S. government?
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
It means, have you ever been caught, given a ticket, or taken to jail by the police, immigration, or U.S. military?
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
It means, do you have a title, like a prince or princess, or a position given by a king or queen in another country?
Were you ever involved in any way with killing or trying to kill someone?
It means, to make someone dead.
Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
It means someone who is not a permanent resident.
Were you ever involved in any way with torture?
It means to hurt someone badly for information.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
It means, do you support the supreme law of the land in the United States?
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
It means, I promise to be loyal to the United States.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
It means, I'm willing to take promise to be loyal to the United States.
What does oath of allegiance mean?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
It means you will fight for the government if the government asks you.
If the law requires it, Are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
It means you will work in the Army without using weapon like cook, nurse. If the government asks you,
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
it means do help in a big emergency like a tornado, flood, or fire to the country.